Hi all, welcome to Redski's Righteous Readings. I am Redski. So we're continuing with all signs readings for the month of August, and we are now moving on to our lovely Sagittarius gang. So Saggies, this is your August reading, my darlings. So buckle up and get ready to go. So what do we have coming through, my lovely Sagittarius? Squeeze you down a little bit, Saggy. August 2020. Sagittarius, August 2020. Messages from Sagittarius, August 2020. Thank you for spreading, guys. Sagittarius. My Sagittarius gang, please, for August 2020. Sagittarius, please. Here we go, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, August 2020. Sagittarius, please. Some messages be coming through, Saggy. And there's your spread. Wow. Okay, Sagittarius. So let's see what's coming through for you for August 2020. So we'll start with your bonus cards first, and then we'll get into your tarot reading. So you got card 30 from the Angels, and that is Angel of Truth, card 30. The Moonology cards, you got Hold Your Vision, Fixed Moon. your weekend card is none other than the moon. So that says, mysterious, magical, and ever-changing, the moon affects mood, sleep and dream patterns, mental health, germination and growth of crops, tidal flows of the ocean, weather patterns and women, and fertility. The moon is intimately linked with magic weaving, and understanding her phases is an essential part of natural magic. By drawing this card, you're invited to use the energies and the silvery light of the moon when practicing magic to strengthen psyche or dreaming powers, to enhance meditation and for inner work. So the moon, the Sagittarius. And you also just had the fixed moon too. Then you got being enough, and that says, the innermost heart says you are enough. Nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change, no need to grow, more deserving. You, yes, you are love. And then you got work. So work is, I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. Lovely Sagittarius. So now we're going to move into your August tarot reading. Okay, Sagittarius. So your first card in the you now present position is none other than justice. So justice in its upright speaks to the fact of sort of equity, righteousness, probability, executive. So it's all about justice being in one's favour, feeling quite justified and feeling quite righteous in that fact. In your second position, which is the crossing obstacle or issue card, is none other than the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Nine of Pentacles, when it's reversed, speaks about roguery, deception, void, project and bad faith. So maybe you've become quite sort of void of project and a bit bad in faith. You've lost your heart in something. In your third position, which is crowning you goals and destiny, sort of what your wishes are, is none other than the Ten of Wands in the upright. Excuse me. So the Ten of Wands, when it's in its upright, speaks of sort of a card of many signifactors, and some of the rings cannot be harmonized. I look at it as sort of is one of sort of oppression simply, but it's also fortune and gain. So any kind of success of these types takes sacrifice. So it's also a card of sort of disguise and sort of perfidy. A place where the figure is approaching may suffer from the rods that he carries. Success is like sort of stifled. So the way I look at it is, no matter what, there will be loss. But you have come so far, and you've gotten these sticks to this point, that it is the most biggest burden and bunch to carry. It is really gotten you to a point where you are you're really oppressed, and you're really exhausted, and you're just really tired, but you are nearly there. So do not give up hope. It's right there. Your fourth position, Sagittarius, which is your past, and this is your distant past. So this energy is now leaving you, and you've got none other than Temperance. So Temperance is economy, moderation, frugality, management and accommodation. So maybe in the past you've had to go through frugal and economic times, like we all have had to wind back due to financials and or other issues. Your fifth card, which is your foundation root card. So this is sort of what's sort of the grounding for this reading, sort of in the currents, and that is none other than the Three of Wands in its upright. So when we look at the Three of Wands, it's sort of established strength in enterprise, effort, trade, commerce, discovery. These are his ships that are bearing gifts, and they've gone off to sail. So it's sort of established strength. It's usually to do with trade or work-based especially if it's to do with overseas or connections of enterprise. It's about establishing strength through trade. So your sixth card, which is your future card, and you got none other than the Four of Cups, and that is, the Four of Cups in the reverse. So when we look at the Four of Cups in the reverse, we're looking at novelty, prestige, new instruction, new relation. So I'm looking at boredom. I'm seeing options being had, but nothing that really tempts the person. They've sort of gotten to a bit of a stalemate where they're sort of discontent in their environment, and they've sort of it's all been about the novelty, but maybe that novelty may be wearing off now. Then we move into your seventh card, which is advice and guidance for you in your current position, and you got none other than the King of Cups, and he's in the reverse. So when we talk about the King of Cups in the reverse, he stands for dishonesty, double dealing, roguery, exaction, injustice, vice, and scandal. So the advice from Spirit is there's some dishonest double dealings going on here, and you really need to take note. Your eighth card, which is a view from others, so this is how other people view you looking in, and you got none other than the Nine of Wands in the upright. So when we talk about the Nine of Wands, this card signifies strength in opposition. If attacked, he will meet the onslaught boldly. With this main significance, there are all its possible injunctions: delay, suspension, adjournment. There is currents of severe stress, feeling like you're going to be onslaughted from the enemy at any time, being looked upon as if awaiting on the enemy, you're sort of in a disposition-like state. You're boldly awaiting anything that's coming your way. You're fearful of things coming. In your ninth position, which is hopes and fears, you got none other than the Star in the reverse, Sagittarius. So the Star, when it's reversed, means arrogance, hauntedness, and impotence. So I'm seeing that your hopes and fears are sort of that you've got some real worries at the moment, and I can see that there's been some arrogant way of thinking, maybe some sort of impotent, immature like way of thinking, and maybe you're sort of hopefully coming to see that things need to change, either yourself or people around you. And your 10th card, which is outcome for this reading, is none other than the Page of Pentacles. So when we talk about pages, they're fresh young energy, and this is a youthful figure looking intently at the pentacle which hovers in Ray's hand. Now the page stands for application, study, scholarship, reflection. Also can be news and messages, and the bringer therefore of rule and management. So pages are fresh young energies full of ideas, not necessarily full of ways to implement them. They are fresh young energies that come in and leave just as quickly, but they are full of really go-get-em ideas that really take you outside your box and really get you thinking, and that is great to help with, especially if it's in an applicational sense or a study scholarship, or even just for self-reflection, because they really do, this Page of Pentacles will really bring in management and rule into your sector, and that's your outcome for this reading. And your underlying energy, which was at the bottom of the deck for you Sagittarius, was none other than the Seven of Pentacles in its upright. So again, Seven of Pentacles, these are exceedingly contradictory in the main. This is about money, business, and barter, and it's about sort of innocence, ingenuity, and sort of boredom is the way I look at it in a nutshell. he looks at Tentley and his pentacles and his clump of greenery on the right, and he's sort of, these are his treasures, and these are his heart, and these are his things he wants. But he's not happy. Sometimes the things we think we want are not what bring us true happiness at the end of the day. Sometimes being most experienced at something isn't going to keep us warm at bed at night. Sometimes having the biggest bank account or the fastest car isn't going to give you a hug or give you the warmth of, you know, a loving smile or a tender kiss at the end of the day, Sagittarius. So maybe you're reflecting on everything that you've done to get you to this point in life, financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, stripping it all back to the bare roots of why, how come, why is it this way, and really working out that maybe some things are not making you happy or in a position that you want to be in. So maybe August might be about a lot of reflection for you, Sagittarius, and maybe changing a lot of things coming out of August into September. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, Sagittarius. Please like, share and subscribe. That is your August reading. Please look out throughout August for more content and readings as such. So until we catch up again, Sagittarius, like and share. This is Redsky out. Take it easy, guys.